The challenge. With the new features in Apple Notes, is it possible to build the perfect master project list? That is what I've been finding out this week. Now, Apple Notes is great. It does a lot and it does it very well. The problem is some of the little finer details have always been lacking, which means that sometimes Apple Notes can be incredibly frustrating. However, the new update in macOS Sonoma and in iOS 17 may have just changed that, and I've decided to try and find out if it really is possible to create what I describe as the master project list. And so, in this video, that is what we're going to find out. We're going to create a master project list and see if we can get it to work seamlessly with all the little projects that I have ongoing right now. So let's find out. Okay, so what I've got right here on the screen is a master project list that I have created. Now, you will see from the very top, I've got my 2024 website redesign, my CAPS 24 update, that's coming very, very soon. And we have promotion videos because of my website update, and we have my Time Sector System book, which now has a new title, so I'm going to be able to change that very soon. We also have my 2024 course review because on my online courses, I am just going through and curating them to get them up to date and all looking fantastic as we go into the final quarter of the year. And finally, I've got my COD course update, which is a free course that I do on my website to help people build the fundamentals of building a productivity system. That's all great. That's all in there and it's all done. So I've got my projects list. This is going to take me through into Q3, as you can see, and Q4, not Q3. So I've got my deadline dates, and I always put deadline dates into my master projects list. Now, just for those of you who don't know, I've usually, because of the limitations in Apple Notes, I have generally put my master projects list in Evernote. Evernote is kind of like my workhorse. I've been around on my computer since 2009. That's nearly 14 years now. So that is something that has been built in. What I'm wanting to do is to reproduce this in Apple Notes. So we've got the deadlines, we've got the next action. This is always helpful for me when I'm doing the weekly planning. I put my next action in because that means I don't necessarily have to go into the project note itself and find what I need to do. If I can actually save myself some time by putting the next action in when I'm planning the week, I can then just quickly look at that and say, oh yeah, this is something that I need to do. And then finally, I've got my notes section. Now, notes section isn't something I always need to add in there, but sometimes I do, and this is what that is for. And finally, the piece de resistance for all master projects list is a quick way to get to my actual note. So if we go down here, I'm going to take the 20, let's have a look at my, I'm going to go to the promotion videos. Now, here we go. You saw how fast that was when I tapped that button, but the big problem I've got right now is I have not set this up for something that if you want to do your master project list, that you're going to need to do, because I can't get back to the master project list unless I go to the sidebar right here. So how can we change that? Well, what I will do is, let's go back to that particular one. It's the COD. Where we were doing the, let's do the COD. So we've got the COD review here. I've just added some notes in here. So what I need to be able to do is I need to put a link back to the master project list. And all I need to do is, I'm just going to bring the cursor down there. If I right click on that, that's going to allow me to add link. This is what you're looking for, is add link. I'm going to tap that and I'm going to put master. And there you go. I've got master project list for 2022. That's not what I want. So I'm just going to put project list. There we go. Now you can see I've got the right one coming up. I'm just going to tap that and I'm just going to click OK. That's brilliant. Now all I need to do is tap on that and it will take me straight back to the master project list. Now my conclusion from this new feature is, yes, I can now build my master project list into Apple Notes. So let's go back to the COD course right there. I can go there and I got way back to my master project list. Now, people will be saying, Obsidian does this so much better, or Roam Research does this so much better, or Evernote does this so much better. Yes, they probably do. They are third-party apps and they have to shine way and above Apple Notes. But if you're looking for a notes application that does exactly what it says on the tin, I love that phrase, then Apple Notes is something that you can do. Now, before everyone starts asking me, how do you change the colors in Apple Notes? That's actually quite simple if you're using Mac OS. If you're not using Mac OS, then I'm afraid it's not. So for example, I can highlight this, I can go up to Format, and I can go down to Font and show colors. I click on that and I can pick a color. So I can put in, let's just go that one. It's not going to go red, is it? I said, there we go. I can change my color right there. That's basically how you change colors. I've now got my color wheel, by the way, on the screen. So all I have to do now is just tap. I can use it from the color wheel. You don't have to go in there. So all you need to do in order to change the colors is to bring up your color wheel or the color picker, and then that's it. If I take that off, then go into Format, go down to Font, it will say Show Colors. And by the way, there's a keyboard shortcut for that, which is Shift Command and C will bring up the colors. But then you bring up the colors and now I can change all the colors. One thing I should point out, you cannot do this on iOS 17 or iPad iOS 17 either. But you can do it on your Mac. I don't need to do that, so I'm just going to remove the colors by just hitting Command and Z, or Command Z as I would say it. And there you go. Now, one thing I have noticed, just before we finish this video, one thing I have noted is that with these, when you put the links in here, sometimes they don't actually show up very well. You can just put your cursor in there, you can highlight these like that, and then you can click on and you can just make them a bit bigger, or you can make them a bit smaller. Now, the other thing I've noticed that you can do while we're in here is you can actually copy that, and I can now put that one in there. So you can copy and paste. Once you've got the link, you can copy and paste this wherever you want to copy and paste it. So there you go. That's something, just a quick video this week, but that's something that I've found absolutely brilliant. I am using this. This is my real master projects list. So now you can see all the projects that I'm working on. Good news is my website redesign is almost complete. I will certainly have it completed by the 1st of October, which is coming up on Sunday this week. And I am currently in the process of just editing the final videos for my CAPS course update. So there you go. Everything is there. Apple Notes with this new note linking feature is brilliant, and I really, really like it. And now, if you want to continue your learning on the new updates in Apple iOS 17 and Mac OS Sonoma, then this is the next video I would recommend you watch.